Oh, hello, and welcome back to the Parlay Closet podcast. This week, we're going to be going with a little bit of a different structure of an episode, not a fight going on this week, so we're going to be structuring a little bit differently, and we're going to give you some takeaways and some previews of what's to come. All right, take it away, Waz.
Yep. So, different episode, no card this week. So, we're going to pivot a little bit and still give you guys something. We're going to talk about UFC 79. We're going to tell you who we think is going to be the champ of every division a year from today. And we're also going to talk about a few fights that are going to be coming up still in 2023. So, this is some kind of episode that you're going to see if there isn't a fight night. We're going to try to put something out, something fun. I think Noah had an idea for another episode in December to do our favorites and our least favorite fights of the year. So we'll do more stuff like this. But yeah, let's just get right into it. I have some hot takes for Vegas 79. I don't know how we want to go in what order, but one of my takes is Brian Battle is a big problem. So I like that guy. I think he's going to go far. I don't know what you guys think about that fight, but I think he showed us a lot this last card. So anything you guys have about that one?
I came into Brian Battle, I was really lukewarm on him when he first got into the UFC after the Ultimate Fighter. He had his fight against Renat Fakhretdinov. I didn't think it was all that. But other than that, he's been on point. He's been a killer. Great finishing instinct. Coming off that win over AJ Fletcher. I know he was small, but still, Battle took him out.
Yeah. His birthday was that weekend, around that weekend too, so it was a great way to end his birthday. So get the knockout party at Vegas.
Wait, is that the first? Is that the first one that that hit for you?
That's the first one.
I went against him. No,
Oh man,
I went against Battle. Should have went for it, but
dude. No, I know when we broke down this card. Remember Andre Filaho? She should retire. She needs to get the fuck out of the UFC. What are we doing? Oh,
Dude,
I'm
he's
sorry.
gone.
Why did I say she?
Oh, I've still got it. He's gonna be gone. I'm telling you right now. And I called it too. I said he's a potential parlay buster.
Yeah, that was so bad. I hated that. Another thing, Cody versus was it
Malkoun.
Jacob, yeah,
that has to be rebooked.
that DQ.
Yeah, that DQ was dumb. I don't like
You
that.
know what's funny? Someone was reposting on Twitter Chandler hitting Dustin in the back of the head 4 times, and there's no DQ for that. What is this DQ for Malkoun? That's so stupid.
Yeah, they got to rebook that. That was bad. Ramos, that dude's weak. I think he's just psychologically weak. I don't know what the hell. Ugh.
Bryce Mitchell freaks me out though.
Dude, that guy's a weirdo.
He's weird.
I don't like
Mitchell.
Mitchell. I've never been a fan of Mitchell, and that just made me even less of a fan.
I don't. How do you get a guy like that in your head, bro? Like, come on. At the end of the day, and then Mo Usman has 0 upside. People are still thinking this guy's a fighter. He's so bad. It's so bad. He's fighting
literally
trash cans.
just a slab of meat and power, but no technique, no skill, virtually no cardio. That was
So fucking gross.
ugh.
And I think I know I gave Noah a little sneak peek, but one of my hotter takes: Fiziev is massively overrated, and I hope we don't see him back.
I highly disagree with that so much.
I know you do. I know
How
you do.
what
don't like
leads
him.
you to believe that?
I think he's all hype, man. He's not. He couldn't take out Gaethje. Then he gets with a wrestler, and it's a freak injury. It's not a freak injury. The guy blocked your kick, man. Your knee exploded because you got weak knees. It's what it is. It's a fight game. It's not a freak injury that has to be rebooked. If Fiziev is this guy, I don't buy it. I don't like it.
I still take Fiziev over almost everyone else in the lightweight division. I think he mops the floor with anyone underneath him. You think Dan Hooker is gonna beat Fiziev? Dawson, RDA? RDA lost to Fiziev already. I forgot about that.
I don't know. I just said he's overrated. I think he's massively overrated. Is he not bad? He's a good fighter. I just don't think he's a championship caliber fighter. I don't think if he gets he can't break into the top 5. I think the guys at the top 5 would knock his fucking front teeth out. And Gaethje already did. And you see Gamrot, a wrestler. He's a little too fast for him. Yeah, I don't know. I just think he's overrated. I don't think he's a bad fighter. I'm not saying he's a terrible fighter. He's a great talent, but I don't think he is this caliber of like, I feel like some people have him on a Chimaev type trajectory. Like this guy's
I
a
agree.
killer.
Yeah, I
There's
disagree
some
with
people
that.
out there that have that. That's what I'm saying. Me and you are more realistic with our takes. I'm just saying that to a lot of the public, they were like, "Oh, Fiziev just gonna dog Gamrot." It was like I was seeing so much of that all over Twitter, and that just tells you that you don't know shit about fights. You really don't know fighters if you're having hot takes like that, because you got to give these guys their respect. And that really brings me to my next thought: is Gamrot's ready for a title shot? I don't give a
I
shit,
like it.
bro.
I like it.
I don't think he needs to wait. I know he will. I know Gaethje's ahead of him. He's got that respect for him. He's gonna let him go next. I can see Gamrot taking a fight. I hope he doesn't. I hope he sits and recovers and just keeps training.
I mean, who would he
100%
fight
healthy.
though?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's a reason to fight anyone unless it was to get in there with like a Dustin Poirier.
They're friends. They're friends and teammates.
155.
That
Yeah,
won't happen.
exactly. I was gonna say he's not gonna fight a teammate, and Gamrot's not gonna fight Gaethje because Gaethje's gonna fight for the title, or then he's gonna retire. If Gaethje doesn't win the title after Oliveira Islam happens, he's gonna retire. If he wins, he's gonna defend, hopefully against Gamrot. I want to see Gamrot take the title from Gaethje and let that man retire.
Bro, you're
That'd
moving
be-
way too many
Yeah.
steps ahead.
That's
Yeah,
what
you
I want
are.
to see. That is what I want to see.
It's
But that's-
Olivier versus Islam. You're moving on to Matouche versus Gaethje.
No,
My
well,
God.
I know. I said, well, I think what's going to
No, I
happen
feel you.
is I think
see it.
Oliveira takes out Islam, and I do believe that Gaethje will take out Oliveira, and I think Gamrot will take out Gaethje. And this is very far down the road, and I'm getting ahead of myself. But those are some of the
Bro.
takeaways from this card.
You did two of the spiciest takes I've seen. Homie, we were there with Olivier versus Justin.
I know,
we were
I know.
in the audience.
I know, man, but I think it's gonna be a different time. I think it's just like Gaethje Poirier 1 versus 2. I think
Fair
it's gonna
enough.
be day and night.
I can't say anything about that.
So, I think second chances happen. I think there's a lot more to it. But yeah, those are really what I was trying to talk about. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to mention or speak up on before we want to move on to the next section.
My hot guy of the night hit. So
Let's go, QB. Anybody hit any good like bets hit? I know for me,
I got
Mariana
Miles Johns.
Mariana Rodriguez hit at minus 300, and then Tim Means versus Andrea. Fight doesn't go the distance. Fight doesn't go to distance because it was a DQ. It didn't go to the distance, but there was a winner, so I did get money on that. Our dog of the night, Ramos. What the fuck?
That was your dog of the night. My
I
dog
know,
of the night
I
hit.
know, I know.
That was Miles
You-
Johns.
I
My
love
dog
that we
didn't.
were opposites. We were completely like my lock of the night was fighting your dog of the night, and then my dog of the night was fighting your lock of the
no,
night.
I did.
And I got both.
And you got both, and I lost both. And so it is what it is. We lost 3 units on that card, so it was one of our losing cards, but we did very well in Contender Series to make up for it. So and
I
I
was
think-
saved personally myself up 3 units because I had a nice parlay with Rodriguez, Battle, and then Johns and Jourdain that hit.
let's go.
There you go.
All right. Anything else you guys want to mention or speak on?
Nah, not on 79. Overall,
Okay.
meh card.
Yeah, it was okay. All right, cool. So let's move on. I think we're gonna just go through. Who do you think is gonna be champ a year from today? Is it gonna be the person who's champ right now? Is it gonna be somebody else? As far as the order, I don't know. Do you guys want to go heavyweight to flyweight, or you want to go flyweight to heavyweight?
I have it pulled up. We could go either way.
I also didn't do women's, just
That's
because
fine.
I didn't care enough to do women's. I'm sorry.
I mean, I feel they're all gonna stay the same.
I
to be
thought so
honest
too.
with
I
you.
really
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't really want to spend
Well,
time. So
we're
gonna
gonna get someone for bantamweight because we don't even have a champion for that division.
So we're really not going to talk the women's divisions. We're going to start with the flyweight. Noah, who's our flyweight champ right now, buddy?
For right now is Alejandro Pantoja.
Okay, I'm going to let you kick this off for us. Who do you think is going to be your champ, and what do you think maybe a little bit of a road to there? Maybe give us a little insider. What are you thinking here?
So the dark horse, not dark horse, but the nightmare division, Figueiredo, he's out. Bantamweight, that was the only person in the current top 10 I think could have taken out Alejandro Pantoja. As of right now, I think a year from now, it's going to be him. He's going to have an exciting and fun reign. In the future, I could see a Mokaev maybe take him out, but he's too soon, too new. So 1 year, Pantoja is still going to be the champion, I think. I think he's going to defend twice against Royval and Albazi possibly, and he's going to win both those fights, I feel.
I don't think Pantoja is going to be our flyweight.
I figured as much.
I don't have a road for this person because I didn't really look a whole lot into it, but there's just something about him. Give me I think his last name is Cappy?
Cap?
Manuel Cap?
You know, Manel Cap lost to
Cap,
Pantoja,
yeah.
right?
That's fine.
He lost to Pantoja.
I think in a year from now, I think he's going to be holding that belt. That's it's a year from now. That's what I'm saying. I don't have the road exactly. I think Pantoja loses the belt to the next opponent he fights, and I think Cap wins
Roy
his next
Val?
one.
You think he loses to Roy Val? He
Dude.
beat him too already.
It's okay, bro. It's
I
okay.
think you're undervaluing Pantoja
You really
now.
gotta stop. You really gotta. No, wait. Please stop throwing dumb statistics that mean nothing. They already beat him. It doesn't matter. You just 2 minutes ago talked about your boy fucking Dustin. He already beat Gaethje and he got knocked the fuck out the second time. It doesn't matter. So stop.
I'm just trying
me.
to put some sense into it.
No,
'cause
there's
I
no
look
sense
at
into it.
Pantoja's style, and I don't see his style losing to anyone but an extreme hard hitter or an extreme wrestler. I don't see anyone
if he
in the
just-
top fives like that.
All right, talk to light heavyweight. How many people fucking pulled out that had the belt because of injuries?
Oh, dude, that light heavyweight
Take
division's
everything
cursed after Jones left.
Fucking take everything into consideration. I'm not saying that this ain't a hot take, but I'm trying to get spicy with the flyweight division. So give me Kappa. We'll see a year from today when we'll do a recap video from a year from now, and we'll see.
Cap
see
getting absolutely
how
ass
stupid,
blasted.
or he's the champ, and Noah's gonna be like, okay.
if he loses, like Manel Cap is the least likely person I see hold that belt.
Really?
I see Moreno, Albazi, Roy Val, or France. All of them I think beat Cop. Cop has shown nothing special to me, and he went to war with an unranked guy.
All right,
Make
give
it
me
his debut.
Let's give you it here.
All right, give me
Yeah.
who you think.
I probably think it's gonna stay for the current champ with Pantoja, but I could see Asmir like giving a shot. He's on a 5-win streak right now. You could technically give a shot. I don't trust Kai Kara France. He's 2-fight losing streak. He lost to Pantoja and who did he lose to?
Albazi, but that was a
Albazi.
robbery.
Was it?
That was a hard robbery. But he did get the living crappy out of him by Moreno. I'll say that.
I wonder if we're gonna have if we're gonna have the same, like every one of us has the same person. I wonder. I think heavyweight maybe. I could see maybe heavyweight.
I don't know. I feel like you're gonna go really spicy with some of these. I'm gonna go more conservative.
No, this is probably honestly, this is probably my spiciest.
Okay.
I think once you hear the rest going forward, I don't think this is definitely my spiciest if I'm looking at my list right now, for sure. So let's just give a quick recap. So flyweight, I have Manuel Kappa, and then you said Pantoja staying, Noah.
Yep.
For you, and then Gibby, you have who?
Pantoja staying, but Amir could.
No. Just give me one. Don't confuse
Pantoja
the people.
staying. Okay.
And that's all you got. Let's go to bantamweight, Gibby. I'm gonna let you kick this off for us. Who do you think is gonna be our bantamweight?
It's gonna stick with Sean O'Malley. What are you talking about?
Oh, dude.
He's awesome, dude. What do he knock out?
What is there to say? It's Sean O'Malley. That's all you have to say.
Exactly.
Noah, what are you saying? Is it someone different than Sean O'Malley?
I think it's gonna be Sean O'Malley, but I don't think it's gonna be because he like defends a lot. I think he's only gonna defend once.
Yeah, I think he sets back, right?
He's gonna fight Cheeto. That's it. He'll be champ by this time.
Same. I have Sean O'Malley. So we're 3-3. There we
All
go. First
O'Malley.
Let's go, O'Malley. Let's go. So we do have one.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
well, yeah, exactly what Noah said. I think he fights Cheeto, and then it's gonna be a goddamn while before we see him again. And by the time it rolls around, it'll be a year. He's gonna be one of those 1 to 2, maybe 1 to 2 fighters. He'll fight once a year for sure. Maybe 2 fights a year, maybe.
It'll be Marab who takes it from him. I have an awful feeling about it. And I don't like that.
Yeah. I think, bro, Sean O'Malley's a champ. He can say he's a former champ and go to featherweight or do whatever the hell he wants to do next. You know,
He's a star. He's like Dana will give him almost anything he wants.
O'Malley is a McGregor. He's a level of like that. He's getting there. I think he's gonna have some. He's gonna fight like Jake Paul or something in the fucking ring next after he loses that belt.
Jake Paul's his next opponent, Uriah Hall, another retired UFC fighter.
Let's go. All right, Noah. I think we're all in consensus on Sean O'Malley, so let's go to featherweight. I'm gonna let you kick this one off. What do you think? Who's our current champ? We all said O'Malley. That's our current champ. Who's our current champ at featherweight, and who do you think will be the champ in a year?
Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna lose.
Ooh.
I think he's going to lose his belt to Ilia Topuria. Now, why? Most of it's from the curse. There's a statistic. Anyone over 35 and up, which Volkanovski's 35th birthday was yesterday, has not won or retained the belt underneath welterweight. Only one person has defended the belt, which was Tyron Woodley. Everyone else lost it at the lower weight classes. I think Topuria is going to be that guy that takes out Volkanovski and wins the belt. Next fight for him.
Gibby.
Well, Ilya hasn't fought really anyone in higher up. I mean, his last fight, he fought Josh Emmett, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's-
Beat down.
Yeah, I feel like if he fights like maybe Yair and beats him, then I think he 100% he can have a shot and beat the great. But I mean, he is old. He is old. But I think I'll stick with the current champ.
You think
Okay.
Alexander Volkanovski will be champ?
Still. I don't trust Holloway or Max Holloway. He lost to him before already.
4
3
times.
times.
Oh,
Or,
it's
yeah.
3. Damn, I thought it was 4.
Still
yeah.
just as bad.
So yeah, I don't even trust him. And then
Yeah.
Yair already fought him, lost. So and then Ortega, what's he been up to really?
Why is he still so high ranked? Why is he
Exactly.
still ranked 3? What has he done to be ranked 3?
Exactly. I think if Ilya proves that if he could fight like someone in the top 3, then I think so too. Which I'll tag along with you, but I'll stick with Alexander.
Noah, we played a little game where you guessed who I would have thought took as my featherweight. Do you remember what you said?
No, I don't actually.
I don't think you thought I was gonna take who you think I'm gonna take.
It's gonna be Movsar Evelev, isn't it?
It's
Bryce
Ilya
Mitchell.
Topuria.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
I have Ilya Topuria as my featherweight champ. As for everything you said.
All right.
So I'm not gonna repeat myself. But the next one I know I have different than you guys, which is the lightweight.
100%.
And it's gonna be spicy. But I'm not gonna kick this off. I'm gonna let Gibby kick this off. 'Cause
All
I
right,
feel like Gibby's
Gibby,
gonna
who's the
have
current champion at lightweight?
Of course, it's Islam currently.
Islam
He's gonna fight later in the card or later this year.
this year, yeah. He's
October.
fighting October.
In October for the champ or for the
21st.
belt.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he's fighting October 21st for the strap against Charles Oliveira.
And I think he will lose. I think Charles could.
Okay, but this is next year September.
Next year? Oh.
Next year September.
Oh,
this
Mata,
is-
we're 100% then.
You think it's gonna go that? Gaethje still has to fight.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Make sure that if you're gonna take someone, make sure it's realistic to get there.
But to be
Oh,
fair
man.
though, Islam is very active.
He
He's
is, but
3
if,
fights a year.
if Charles, I personally think Charles, like he just said, he's gonna lose. He just said Islam loses, so he's going with Charles. The turnaround for Gaethje Charles will probably be what, April?
No, if it's Charles, he fights twice a year, and he usually fights in May, and then he
Okay.
fights in December or like end
So
of
it'll
year.
be May. Okay, so October to May, right?
A lot of
You
people
think-
don't notice about that, Charles. He always fights in May.
Okay, so is it realistic
Okay.
for him to fight Gaethje in May if he wins against Islam?
Yeah.
Okay, so May.
I said Gaethje could win that then.
So then you're picking between Charles and Gaethje at this point because
Then-
Gamrot's not getting a shot. So you
Then
have
I'm
to
going
pick,
Gaethje.
you're going Gaethje as your lightweight. Okay.
Yes.
I don't think I personally think Charles loses to Islam in my wholehearted opinion. And I think Islam goes and fights Alexander Volkanovski again, and I think Alexander takes the strap from him and becomes our lightweight champ. So give me Alex as our lightweight.
So I'm sticking with Islam. I think Islam has shown what he needs to do to beat everyone in the division. I think the only person who could give him problems is Adman Sadiukin. I think he beats Olivier again. I think he fights actually Justin, because I think Volkanovski will lose to Ilya. I think he's going to fight Justin. I think he's going to beat Justin, and he's going to keep the belt. I could see him defending a 3rd time in the year by this time next year. I could see that happening maybe if they do an Abu Dhabi card in October now. Give me Islam. I don't think anybody gives him problems at lightweight. I think his style and skill is too impressive. And if he were to fight Volk again, I think he's going to beat him again, because I had Islam winning rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4. Everyone thinks Volkanovski won that fight just because he won the 5th round dominantly. That's it. Other than that, if you go back and look at the stats, watch the fight, Volko lost every round. other than 5. Islam's my pick.
Okay. Heading to the welterweight
Oh, wow.
division.
No comment on Islam being my pick.
It's a homer pick. Let's go ahead
Yeah.
with the welterweight division. Noah, who's there, and who are you gonna start us off with today?
So currently right now is Leon Rocky Edwards. As you know, he's my favorite champion right now. He's in my top 5. He's my boy. I don't think he retains it at the end of the year, depending on his schedule.
God.
So his main problem is out. His main problem was Hamzat. He's gone. He's a middleweight now. Don't have to worry about that. If he defends twice, it'll be against Colby and Bilal, and I think he beats both guys. If he defends a third time, I think he'd lose to Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Ooh.
So mine's kind of like a flippy. It's kind of a cop
no
out,
flippy.
actually.
There's no flippy. It's one guy. Who's your guy? Who's taking the belt? Who's gonna have the
You
strap?
know what? Just due to Leon not taking as much fights, I'm actually going to keep with Leon. But make no mistake, he loses his belt to Shavkat. But I'm going to say Leon this time is probably going to only fight twice. And I think he's going to win both those against Bilal and Colby. I don't know why we're placing so much faith in Colby.
I don't know why the fuck you're mentioning Bilal. Bilal got a fight booked, and he is not fighting.
He has to have no fight book. He's sitting out for the title.
Dana already said he had him signed. Contracts are signed on the last Contender Series. If you watched the event afterwards,
He said he had a fight for Bilal. But did you see Bilal on Twitter though? He said on
fuck
Twitter.
what he says on Twitter. He's a crybaby, and he's never gonna get to the belt. So let's not even. Bilal's
just
never
don't
fighting
know.
for the belt. Let's not even entertain that as an option. I don't know whose daughter Bilal fucked in the UFC, but he fucked his way to the top and all the way back down. He is not gonna see a strap. So help me God. So fuck that. Noah, you were going where I thought you were going. I thought we were going to agree. Give me fucking Shatkov, Rakhmonov. That's going to be our champ. Fuck Bilal Muhammad. I think Kobe may take the strap from Edwards. I don't know why this year's so fucking weird with these Sean Stricklands, these Alabama Bible-loving motherfuckers from Alabama. I'm gonna fuck my sister. I don't know where these motherfuckers are coming out of. Screw them. Get them out of here. Give me Shapkov. I don't think Edwards is gonna beat Kobe. I think Kobe gets rocked by Shakov, and that's how he's gonna be a champ. Gibby, what do you think?
Yeah, picking Colby. I just don't like that.
Oh, Kobe beats Edwards hands down. Edwards is a terrible fighter, in my opinion.
What?
I watched his brother fight in fucking Bellator.
That's his
That guy-
fucking brother.
I know, but dude, the way Edwards reacted to his brother getting the shit kicked out of him, he's a bitch. Edwards is the
Homie.
biggest bitch.
Colby lost to Usman twice.
Okay,
Usman
bro.
broke his jaw.
It's okay,
Who
dude.
beat Usman twice?
It's okay. You walked out
Who's
of my.
on a
You already walked. You literally turned
around.
around and watched both your boys lose this year. It's gonna happen again.
If Leon loses, that's the only reason why, because he's my boy and I'm cursed for liking him. But you look at everything else, he beats fucking inactive Colby, who doesn't have a win over anybody ranked in welterweight.
I know. I just like giving you a hard time.
I know.
Gibby, what's up? What you thinking?
Gibby, what's up?
I'm thinking Leon's gonna stay. Just like what Noah mentioned, that he only fights twice a year, really. So I think he could win both fights, really. And below, he's not fighting for any title shots soon. So Colby Covington lost to Leon, right? Or Usman, one of those two.
He lost to Usman twice.
Lost to Usman twice, so yeah, no shot. And then Usman lost to Leon Edwards twice. So yeah, not even a shot. Not even a shot for any of those two. So,
Okay,
Leon.
okay. So we all have our picks locked in then?
We do.
I don't want to open middleweight. Somebody else open it.
All right. So
I
we
don't
have
wanna open it.
my champ, our champ, the United States of America champ, Sean Strickland, coming off a nice and easy decision fight where the other man across from him didn't throw a single fucking punch or kick because I don't know if he thought he was just in Australia hanging out with some kangaroos or if he was in a fight, because it didn't look like he knew he was in a fight. But anyways, that's just to give Noah a hard time.
I mean, I gotta have to agree with that. That was the worst performance Izzy's ever had. He didn't fight.
I love how you guys were like, stop lying. It's not 4-0. I'm like, I'm not lying. This is how the judges are going to see it. And it's exactly how they saw it.
Yeah.
So it's funny. But yeah, it's, Sean Strickland. Let's be
Izzy
honest.
won one round. He won round 2, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean shit.
Give or take. It
Doesn't mean shit.
potato. I had it 4-1, 5-0, to be honest with you. But anyways, I think it's going to be fucking Chimaev. That's my guy in middleweight. I don't know how it happens because I really don't know like I know he's fighting Costa in Abu Dhabi, so I could definitely see him fighting for the belt April, May again, something like that. And I think that's gonna be. Who do you think Sean Strickland fights next, Noah? Let me pass it
I
over.
think they're gonna do the Izzy rematch because he wants more money. I think it should be Drickus, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I feel they might give it to Drickus, but Drickus pissed off Dana, and Strickland wants the Izzy fight.
you can't give it to Izzy, bro. I don't want to see that. That dude's 2-3 in his last 3 fights. It's enough. No other fighter has this much Dana White privilege to be able to fight another title shot. I'm sorry, Adesanya
Colby.
needs to step back. He needs to
Colby.
step back.
You just described Colby get a title shot.
Yeah, but you can't.
Colby wasn't even champ.
I could understand if it was like a split decision or something close. That dude didn't put up a fight. Like, you clearly didn't care about being in there. His coaching staff said that he didn't care to be in there. Doesn't take corrections. Wasn't really himself. You got to step back and, fight someone and work your way back up. Or honestly, what else do you have to fucking prove? I would just retire if I was Izzy. There's no need for him to come back and deal with the bullshit again. But yeah, I think Sean Strickland loses to Duplessis. That's who I think is going to happen next, and I think Duplessis loses to Hamzat, and that's who's gonna be our middleweight champ.
So I have a lot of similarities with you, was. My thing is I want to see how Hamzat does against Costa first, because like he kind of didn't look amazing against Burns, won the fight. So I want to see if he gets fraud checked by Costa. If he steamrolls through Costa, then yeah, Chimaev. Otherwise, I'm gonna lean towards Duplessis. I'm sorry with Sean Strickland. I think he loses to anybody he fights next for a belt. Even if he rematches Izzy, I do think he loses, because just Strickland is just not. He has too much of a point fighty style. His point fighty style is not gonna work against whoever's next. Even if it's Izzy, he'll just go out there guns blazing. I think he wins, but I think it'll be a hard fight. I think Drickus steamrolls him though. I think Drickus steamrolls him, so Drickus is gonna be my pick. Unless Costa's amazing or Chimaev's amazing, I'm going Drickus. Gibby, what's up?
I really like Strickland's media. When he talks to
And
media.
that's it. Don't watch his fights. I'm telling you, I've watched all of them. They suck.
He's just funny when he talks to reporters, and
No,
I just laugh every time he talks.
No,
to
you
them.
know what? You used to be a Sean Strickland fan.
No, you listened to what I said. And I said,
no.
if he fought like how he acts, I would love him. But he just doesn't.
I don't know, a little bit of backtracking here. I remember when Noah was like, dude, this guy's a killer. He's going to murder someone in there. I remember
I said
that.
he kept saying he wants to murder someone.
I don't know,
in
dude.
there.
You're a little sucky on the side.
Nah, you
twisted
my words.
Nah, twisting your words. Hey, guess what, Noah? All of these from now on are all going to be recorded.
Yeah.
So this is perfect. We can get this
You
all
have
out
my video
live.
saying, I even said that in the breakdown video. I said, if Strickland fought like how he acted, I would be a fan of him. But he just doesn't.
I get you. Nah, I just like giving you a hard time.
I know you do. We cut off Gibby, by the way.
Yeah, you guys do that, but
We should just make that a thing, like right there. I just cut him off again. You know what, Gibby? Just
Stop cutting him off.
Hey, no, Gibby. This is the last thing I'm gonna say for you. You just need to be in the middle of like us cutting you off. Literally, just go, okay, your turn, and that'll give me and Noah like a little thing of being like, okay, we just cut him off again. We should stop.
are you done?
Okay, your turn.
Okay. But yeah, I'm agreeing with you guys where Strickland is gonna lose to Duplessis. So Duplessis is gonna Drickus, or that's his name, right? Yeah.
Drickus, yes.
He's gonna win, and I think he's gonna retain that title. So I think he's gonna be that champion for the year, middleweight.
Okay. And that brings us to our light heavyweight division. And goddamn, is this a shit show? Because we don't have a champ right now.
It says Jamal Hill on the UFC's website, which is
I know.
inaccurate.
Well, they did talk about that in the press conference with Dana White, and he just said as soon as something moves, then it'll get updated. And same thing happened, I believe, before to someone who was also in a similar injury situation.
It was Yiri.
Yuri. Okay.
It was Yiri where Jamal Hill fought
same
against
fucking,
Glover.
Yeah, same fine. So yeah, we don't have a champ, but we do have it scheduled. It's going to be Alex versus Yuri Prohaska. So there is no champ. But Noah, why don't you kick it off since this is such a fucking mess? What do you think's
So,
gonna happen?
as much as I hate Jones, he had order to the light heavyweight division. After he left, that belt has been passed around like hot potatoes. Only one person getting the title defense, and that was Jan.
Yeah.
I think only one. I think our champion a year from now is going to be Magomed Ankalaev.
Damn.
I think Yuri will beat Pereira. I think people are overvaluing Pereira at L8 heavyweight. I think people are basing their love of Pereira off their hatred of Izzy, and I think they're overvaluing him a lot. His fight against Izzy, he barely won with a last-minute knockout. I think Yuri's hits harder and will take him out. But then I think Yuri's going to lose to a Magomed Ankalaev, who has the wrestling and striking prowess to take him down. That's my unfortunate pick. I'd prefer it to be Yuri, but I think it's going to trade hands again.
Let me make this simple and easy. What Noah just said, throw it all out the fucking window. Give me Alex Pereira as our champ. Exactly the opposite of what Noah said. So I'm not even gonna waste time. Gibby, who's your champ?
I want to say Jan Blachowicz, but he's 40. I don't think he will. Really.
No shot. Let's
Bro,
be
he just
realistic.
lost to Pereira.
You also
Exactly.
there's literally like no way for him to get there by next year. I don't.
Exactly.
Think.
No,
So
I
let's
don't-
be realistic. What's the actual take?
I think Yuri.
Yuri Prohaska. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Shit.
Whatever happened to
not?
Alexander
It could be
Rakic,
anyone
man?
really in that division.
Yeah, I think he's fighting, isn't he soon?
Rakic? I
Oh,
thought he's
sorry.
still out.
No, I think you are correct on that. All right. Well,
I miss him.
we're all over the fucking place on light heavyweight, but there's no champ now, so any one of us could be right. Who knows? Let's move on to our last division. It's going to be heavyweight. We have John Jones as our champ. He's going to fight Stipe for his retirement here later this year. So both those guys are going to retire after that fight. I see John Jones winning it. Little look ahead, obviously because of the long layoff of Stipe, and also just they're both old fucks. So let me get John Jones there. But give me heavyweight. Tom Aspinall, my boy, Tommy boy. It's going to be our champ. Noah?
So Tom Aspinall is also one of my favorite fighters, and it really warms my heart to hear you say that. It does.
I'm realistic. I might not like the people you like because it just like to give you a hard time, but I am realistic, and I do think Tom Aspinall will be our champ.
Well, I don't agree.
I knew you wouldn't.
Because there is someone else I really like in the heavyweight division who I think is going to be champion, and I think that's going to be Sergey Pavlovich. I think I agree with you. Jones, I want to see him defend against actual contenders, because otherwise,
He won't.
what the fuck is the point of him coming back?
He did beat the shit out of that French fuck.
Gone.
He got submitted in the first round. That wasn't even a fight.
Gon is also really dumb, saying that he's gonna wait for he doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall or Sergey Pavlovich because he wants to fight up. Who you gonna fight up? The champ who beat you, who's retiring?
Yeah, he's gonna fight
Yeah.
Stipe and go on his way, merry way.
I think Sergey Pavlovich probably has the power it needs to take out Tom Aspinall, honestly, because we haven't seen his chin tested. So I think Sergey Pavlovich is gonna be the one to take him out. And I think he's going to be a champ from a year from now, and for a while.
Yeah, hopefully John Jones's brother's doing okay. Yeah, I know he's been in and out of mental institutions this week. Yeah, he's been going off on Twitter saying that Mike McDaniels is like making claims that the owner of the Raiders, I don't know, did some stuff. So he's just been going on Twitter having like rants. And then he would just break out in tears and like sob. So he's not doing so well. And he plays for the Raiders, John Jones's brother.
None of the Jones brothers, honestly, are all there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think there's something in the family because John's had his problems, and Chandler Jones is the guy on the Raiders who I'm referring to, and I believe there's one more Jones brother.
Yep, there's a third one. He plays. Does
He
he,
does
play
play football.
basketball? No,
Nope,
he plays football.
He played two brothers play football, and then John Jones is MMA. I'm not sure. Oh, it's Chandler Jones, John Jones, and then there's another Jones brother.
We don't know their names, and I guarantee you they make more money than Jones did up until his last fight. Just by the nature of NFL over UFC.
Wow.
All right, Gibby,
Cool.
what is your pick for heavyweight?
Yeah, I'm going all over the board here. I can't really pick on one person. I mean, I mean, you could say like Tom Aspinall, but you know, he lost to Curtis. But you could say
Well, look at that fight though. That was a leg break. I think he would beat the shit out of Curtis. I'm not gonna lie.
you think so? Okay.
I don't think Curtis has ever been as good as people thought he was personally.
All right, then I'm going with Waz with Tom.
Okay.
You convinced me, Noah. Thank you.
You weren't you there for the fight where literally Waz said he's gonna break his leg in the first 50 seconds, and then he
Yep.
broke his leg in the first 15 seconds, and I wanted to jump off the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You wanted to jump off the balcony a lot of times, especially when
When
Usman lost to O'Malley. You're just or Sterling lost to O'Malley. You're just like, I want to jump off the balcony.
Wait,
Yeah,
Sterling loses to O'Malley. I was happy with that.
Oh wait.
Me and Frankie were up and down cheering.
Oh, Noah
Yeah,
just
which
walked out when Adesanya got lost,
Sanya. Oh, that's what.
I just left.
and he also called off work on Monday
Yeah.
because he couldn't
There you go.
handle. His body
That's
was
the
literally
checkpoint.
breaking
There you
down
go.
from the stress.
I'm done with that. There you go. That was.
All right, cool. So that's what we think's gonna happen. We'll revisit this in a year, see how close we were, see if any of us are right. Well, we all have O'Malley, so that'll probably not happen. Sorry, O'Malley. We're the reason your championship run will be over.
Did we only just all agree on O'Malley and only O'Malley?
I think me and you were close on Shakov for welterweight. I don't think you were quite there. Chimaev, I think you were close, but not
We
quite
both
there.
said Ilya, but Gibby
We do have
said
Ilya.
Gibby.
yeah.
Who'd you say for featherweight again?
For featherweight.
No, you said Volkanovski. Yeah.
Yeah, he kept Volkanovski, and we had to put
Yeah.
it together.
Damn, we didn't mesh on anything other than just O'Malley. We all love
Yeah.
O'Malley.
Pretty much.
Some of the fights, moving on, some of the fights left in 2023 that I personally am looking forward to is, Yuri versus Alex. I think Alex is gonna take that win there. I don't know if you guys are looking forward to that one at all, or if there's another fight that you want to talk about.
Nope, that's definitely one of the fights I'm really looking forward to. Just because there's so many variables to it. Like, is Yuri insane power hitter? Is Alex the stronger hitter? Whose chin is worse? I don't know. There's a lot going into it, but that's definitely what I'm going to be looking at, honestly.
Yeah. Gibby, do you have any? Did you want to say anything about Yuri, Alex?
Not really. Could be a
Okay.
good fight.
Yeah. Another one that I see on my radar is Charles and Islam. Noah, is that also on your radar?
To be honest with you, not really.
I just think it's a pretty easy Islam. Because I know you said Islam remains champ, so I assume
I
obviously he
think
wins.
it's going to go longer than the last fight. I think it's going to be a more harder fight, but I
think
just
it goes
think
distance. I think it might go distance.
I was kind of feeling that. Or
Right?
if it is a finish, I think
I think they just wrestle. I think Volkanovski showed how to beat Islam on the ground, or at least how to get out of those stupid traps.
My
So I
problem
think-
is just Olivier is just not that smart. He's too crazy of a striker, and people think Islam is like only a wrestler. He has the highest, second highest significant strike percentage in lightweight, only behind Gaethje.
Shit. Well, fuck.
How much are tickets?
Probably
It's
too
Abu
much.
Dhabi?
It's Abu Dhabi, homie.
500 AED. Okay.
Yeah. Patty the Batty versus Tony the El Kakui.
Yes.
I think Patty loses.
Really?
I really hope he loses, dude. I really hope.
Tony gets his first W in
I
years.
I hope Tony wins and just walks off. It's like finally I just been looking for a win to like walk off with a victory. Fuck Patty. I hate Patty. He's a little bitch. He lost that fight to my boy Jared Gordon. It's one thing, if you were to say, hey, we need to run it back. Yeah, it was way closer than I thought. But no, he kept lying and saying he ran away with it. He's a little bitch. I have zero respect for him as a fighter. I hate that guy so much. And I hate Molly Meatball more. I hate them both. They fucking suck.
she sucks.
I hate them both. I hate them both. You know how much I hate them, Noah.
I know you
see
hate-
Noah.
you really hate them.
Noah has people he's just like super passionate about. No, I have a shit list of fighters. They're
Oh
either
no,
people
I
who-
have my shit list too.
Oh no, but I don't have a favorite fighter. Like there are people who I will, at all odds, root against. And trust me, Patty and Meatball are both on my list.
For me, that's Curtis Blades and John Jones.
Yo, Curtis Blades is. Is it Curtis Blades just because he's best friends with Sean Strickland? Is that
No,
why?
I didn't even. No, you're thinking of Chris Curtis, and I actually like Chris Curtis, but
Chris
no,
Curtis is dude. I love those videos that come out of Chris Curtis and Sean talking to each other. It's so funny their friendship.
I don't like how Chris Curtis is a little bit of a baby, but I do like watching him fight a lot. Curtis Blades, I don't like because he was a boring lay and pray fighter for years.
Yeah.
And then he's like, why isn't anyone giving me a title shot? And then he would double back. No, he said, I don't care about title shot. I only care about winning. And he doesn't care about being exciting. Then he double backed on it. He's like, actually, maybe that was kind of stupid. I should be more exciting. I'm like, you bitch.
Didn't he get into it like really late too?
Yeah.
He was
Kind
like
of screwed himself.
Yeah, he started pretty because he was in the service. Isn't he a veteran?
I'm
I'm pretty
know
sure
about
he
that. I
served.
think he
I'm
is.
pretty sure he served either. I want to say he served in the.
Google it.
He's a veteran.
Google it.
I'm pretty sure he's a veteran. Because when he left the service, I believe is how he got into MMA. I believe he was in the Corps, if I had to guess, because of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu they would learn. So
That makes sense. Yeah.
you can look that up, but I'm very confident that he is a former veteran, and that's how he started fighting, was in the Marine Corps, and that's where he translated over. But hey, man, the guy's doing pretty well for himself at the end of the day. You know, for
He
a
still
late
did
start as
get,
he did.
Run round knocked out against Sergey Pavlovich, but
Yeah.
that
is
would
what
be
it
some
is.
good money because Sergey was an underdog somehow. But regardless, any more fights you're looking forward to, Was?
Yeah, I think watching Kobe knock out Edwards is gonna be cool.
I don't think we're gonna see that.
Is that one
Edwards
of-
moved up to the favorite. Oh my god, he was the underdog for the
he?
longest time.
Yeah, but
No
besides
way.
that fight, the only other one that I really care about is I want to see Shakov take out Thompson. I just want to see that.
That was one of my fights that was on my radar.
You know, it's just purely entertainment. It's
Mm.
gonna be like he's gonna be a minus 800.
I
think.
just
It's just a
want to
mauling.
see Shavkat fight more. He's one of the most exciting fighters.
People are so fucking scared though. People are scared of him. They're ducking him, just like Chimaev. People give both those guys shit, but bro, no one's trying to fight these motherfuckers. They're just
No.
not. People are scared. It is what it is.
Everyone could
Let
publicly
him
go
fight
out and
the-
say they called out Hamza. I'm sorry, Gibby. Everyone could publicly say they called out Hamza, but
Your
at the end
turn.
of the day, I guarantee you none of them signed it on the dotted line. What were you saying,
Nobody
Gibby?
did.
I just said, why can't just Dana have a fight someone higher up rankings? Seriously.
I mean, Dana could force them all they want, but they still won't take the fight. All he'll do then is just publicly bash them and give
Yeah.
them a shit fight. That's what they did with Wonder Boy. I'm sorry. A lot of people want to like give praise to Wonder Boy, but he ducked this fight a year ago. I remember. And he
Yeah.
tried saying, "Oh, I didn't know who he is."
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Everyone who knew who Shavkat was when he jumped in, if you're a
I would-
fighter or you're an MMA.
Yeah. I just want excitingness.
You should fight Usman. Ooh.
I don't want to see Usman fight. Why is that man still trying to fight, bro?
Should have
Some of these-
retired.
Gaethje, I think, is one of the smartest fighters in this industry because he's the only person I hear actively saying, "I know when my time is up." He's like, "My clock is ticking, and if I don't like knowing your time is up, Usman, your time is up. I'm sorry, buddy. Your knees. It's not your age. It's your knees. You're just
It's
not
your
healthy
knees.
enough, bro.
He
Go.
doesn't have
go
the
s-
knees.
Dude, go. You have such a name. You have so much money. You've been the champ. People know you. You have commercials. You have sponsors. Do some social media. Do some broadcasting. Get a podcast, bro. People are paying millions of dollars for these athletes to do podcasts like DC. Like at the end of the day, some of these guys just need to know when their time is up. Ferguson, bro, your time's been
Oh,
up.
his time's
Please.
been up.
And the UFC needs to step in at some point and kind of maybe start doing forced retirements and being like, "Hey,
Well,
man, we're not putting you back in there. Like, we're
The
not doing
UFC's
it."
just building other guys off their names. That's what they did with
Maybe-
and that's
yeah,
that's why
yeah,
Bobby
I get
Green
you.
has a main event because
Yeah.
he beat Tony Ferguson. That's
Yeah.
the only reason he's main eventing next week.
You're right. You're right. And that's what I'm saying. It's like these fighters are just being used to get slaughtered.
It's on the fighters to know when it's up.
It's up,
Like
bro.
Wonder Boy.
You need
Like
to have
Wonder Boy.
bro. You need to have people around you that really know when it's time. I know not Sean Strickland, but Sean O'Malley's talking about this.
Like
Have
managers
people,
and stuff
have
like that
people,
are bad.
dude. Yeah, but have people around you that truly care. Like, you gotta have people that are gonna tell you, bro, like it's over. Like, if you want to fight for money, then that's what you're fighting for. You're not fighting at 38 years old to try to be a champ. No, you're not. You're
I
not.
think for Tony, after the Dariush fight, which he got out relatively unscathed, he probably should have said, "Yep, I don't think I have anymore."
It's
I don't think I-
okay, bro. It's okay. You were a killer. It just didn't work out. I'm sorry that Khabib pulled out on you that one time because he had too much tiramisu and ended up at the hospital.
God, I wish I saw that fight. I
That's
know
a
Khabib
real
would've
reason.
won,
That
I
was
wish I would've
literally
saw
the
it.
reason for that fight not happening. It was
Yep,
too much
tiramisu.
tiramisu.
And then you have Tony who pulled out because he tripped over a cord. That fight was
Yeah.
just cursed.
Yeah.
Cursed.
I had fucking tickets to that bitch, and then
I know you
COVID
did.
happened. I was literally gonna fly out. But that's all we got. Hope you guys enjoyed some
I didn't say.
additional
Me and Gibby didn't
content.
say the fights we were looking forward to.
Fuck you guys.
I want to bring up Alejandro Pantoja versus Brand Royval for the simple fact the first fight was a banger. Second fight should be a banger. Pantoja does not have bad fights. He just has nothing but exciting fights.
You know what's funny to me? Like,
What?
I just don't respect the featherweight or the what are they featherweights?
Flyweights.
No, flyweights. Like, there's just something about them, bro. That division in my brain is mixing in with the women's.
Really?
I swear to God, it's nothing personal against them
They're
because they have
bad.
exciting fights. It's nothing like that. Dude, I think bantamweight is where it starts. I know nothing about that division.
Well, to be fair, bantamweight is probably the best or second best division right now behind lightweight or ahead of lightweight. A lot of people like to say now. So,
No, but I just feel like, bro, we don't break down that many flyweight fights.
well, they don't fight as much.
Yeah, like maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's just not enough activity in the flyweight division. I feel like I just don't know a lot about these fighters. You'll never really see me betting them either, just because I don't feel confident.
I mean,
But yeah.
I bet on Pantoja when you had Moreno. Pantoja's my dog of the night.
Let's go. What else? What else are you looking forward to?
You said pretty much everything else. Gibby, how about you?
Pretty much Waz said everything.
I see. I assumed for you guys. I was
well,
off by one fight.
My main
We brought
three
it-
was basically
Well,
Shavkat, Wonder
because-
Boy,
yeah,
and then
no.
Edwards, Covington, and then Pereira versus
I
Deity.
did that because of the names I thought you guys wanted to mention. So my list wasn't like my personal list. I just did it for us. That's why that's why I was trying to end it. My bad. I just picked out a few just to make it a little easier because I knew Noah was
Well,
going to talk about his boy Edwards, and he loves his fucking Yuri. So I'm glad.
nobody gives a shit about Jones versus Stipe.
We already know what's going to happen. John Jones going to beat Stipe. They're both retiring.
It's so boring.
But let's
It's
just move it on.
Why?
They're legends. Let the legends go out on their shields. It's the heavyweights. Let them go out.
Got nothing else, Gibby?
No, you already talked about Tony Ferguson, and
Yeah.
that's.
I knew
already- that's
that
what
was
I
going to be a
talked
hot
about, yeah.
one. That one's going to be a hot
What?
one.
Weren't you a big Tony fan, Gibby, or am I thinking wrong?
No,
I don't think that was Gibby.
no, I don't think so. That
I was a
wasn't me.
really big Tony fan. I can't remember. Oh,
I'm
well.
not sure. But last thing we want to do, I know, is Gibby has our updated scores for our little game that we've been doing. So Gibby, do you want to give an update from last week on who was first, second, third, how many points we got, and then just who's in first, second, and third
Pretty much.
overall?
Sure thing. So last week Noah got a little bit of a lead by getting 13 points. I got 9. You got 7, Waz, but we pretty much bet like outrageous stuff. I feel like. Or
I
no.
feel like we went a little crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Noah got the 2 fights he got 100% right was Usman decision. He bet that, and Mizuki decision. So that was the only 2 fights he got right. I know.
Whoa.
Waz, you bet Mizuki decision. I bet Mizuki submission round 3. It could have happened, but I bet Tim means knockout round 2, but in round 3 happened. So
Close.
close enough. Yeah, it's close.
What are we stacking up overall?
Oh yeah, points overall. I'm in the lead, but just by 1.
Ooh.
So
Oh.
Gibby was in the lead by like 18 like a few weeks ago. By the
I
way.
know I
catching
was
up.
down. Yeah, you guys are catching up.
Who's in
So-
second?
And
What's
that'll
the
be
actual
Noah.
scores? What's the scores? Just give me the
Oh, yeah.
read actually the score.
You
You
I'm
should
at-
two,
definitely share it with me, and I could put it on the screen. Hint, hint, wink,
Okay.
wink.
Okay, I guess so. But
Well, we're not gonna do that now for the next episode. But give me
Yeah.
what's our first, second, and third. Read out the scores.
yeah, so first I'm at 163. Noah's at 162, and Waz, you're at 152.
I'm not far back. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm
only
like
10 points
back.
behind.
I'm
10 back.
10 back in second, 11 back in first.
Yep, that's
Okay.
how it is.
Okay.
What you hit what pretty much carried Noah was he got most of the winners right, getting pretty much 68% of it right. And what's been carrying me was guessing which round the fight was gonna end, and what carries you is guessing which
Method.
method. We're pretty much all even. I'm at 30, 32. Noah's at 32. You're at 31. So we're all pretty close on how the fight's gonna end. But you're guessing right on decisions pretty much. Who wins by decision?
I think
So
we
you-
have quite a bit of decisions in the last fight.
Yeah, exactly. You had a few that were. I think last fight you had like 3 right or something like that.
Yeah, there's just some. The finish rate in the UFC is like 38%.
Two right. Yeah,
So-
you had 2 decision right last week. So yeah.
Well, that was my strategy. Has just been to try to collect points, just little wins to catch up. So hopefully.
I tried to get the points by the rounds, but guess I got 10 fights correct by the rounds. You guys each at 6. So
Let's go. Cool. All right.
All right.
Anything else we want to say, do, or close out with?
I
None
know
for me. Hope y'all enjoyed this short little video. Well,
Yep,
actually,
and
wasn't
then-
that short. It's our usual length, actually.
Yeah. Well, it's just to have something if you guys want to listen to it. It's as an extra pod. You can bet who the future champs are going to be for a year from today on some sports books. So you can bet on this. They're like the UFC futures.
God, what are the odds for those?
There's
All
some,
of them.
They're usually plus 1,000 each. Most of them. Yeah, they're up there. So you could throw, $5 on every one of the ones you picked, and it's $35, and see what happens in a year from today. See if you hit on one. But yeah, that's all we got. If
like
you
it.
haven't listened to it, we do have our episode 4 of NFL out currently. That was dropped on Tuesday, Noah.
Yep.
So we have that out there for you.
Wait,
so some of
Wednesday.
our picks. Correct.
Wherever.
Oh, Wednesday.
It's
All
out.
right, whatever.
It's
It
out.
came out, or it's already out, so you can watch it before
Tuesday.
this one comes out. All our picks are going to be on there. They're kind of our early look to our picks, things we locked in early in the week. Our final predictions will be tweeted out by Gibby probably later tonight and in the early morning. Noah, get your picks to Gibby before you go to bed because you're notorious for sleeping past noon kickoff. But yeah, tomorrow you can't because you're coming over, and we're gonna watch 8 hours of commercial-free football.
Yeah.
I think you guys both are coming over, so
Yeah.
cool. All right. Thank you. Goodbye. Farewell. Gibby, say bye.